Hi, I'm Lisa, the Healthy Eating Specialist here at Whole Foods Market in Wellesley. Here today to talk to you about another quick tip in the kitchen. Today I'm going to talk to you about storing fresh herbs. Whether you're buying fresh herbs that are in a package such as this, or you happen to be purchasing individual herbs such as the parsley or cilantro or your scallions, once you purchase them, typically what we're doing is we're bringing them home in a bag like this, or we're bringing them home in this little box. But as you can see, a lot of condensation happens to build up. It builds up in the box and it builds up in the bag. Fortunately, there's quite a few fresh herbs that come in these nice little bundles. But unfortunately, a lot of times we're not using all of those fresh herbs all at once. One of the really great ways that you can go about storing certain herbs is this. Some of the herbs that you're going to find in these packages can actually be taken out of the package and they can be stored individually in containers such as this one. Here's some fresh thyme that I happen to have pulled out of one of those packages. Put it in this container. Here's what happens to that thyme after it's been exposed just to the air for say over a period of a couple of weeks. It has a tendency just to dry out, kind of like what you find in your containers. Simply pull it off and there all of a sudden you have some dried thyme, which works really nicely in a lot of different recipes. You can also do this with rosemary. As you can see, it just comes off. It's a little tiny stick. It's usually dried out, very easy to chop. You can also do this with sage. I've been storing this one probably about 3 weeks. The leaves have a tendency to curl up a little bit, but all that they're doing is simply drying out. Other herbs, aside from the herbs like thyme, rosemary, sage, and oregano, you can actually store in water. What I happen to have here is I have a bundle of cilantro, happen to have a bundle of parsley, and a nice bundle of scallions. And all I've simply done is stored them in some cold water in a container such as this. I change the water every couple of days, and they last much longer than they will in a bag. Mint is also something that you can store. The funny thing about mint is it actually likes to be stored inside water. I don't necessarily suggest buying a bunch of mint and submerging the entire thing in water. What I suggest doing is breaking apart that bunch into 2, maybe 3 separate containers, depending on the size of your bunch of mint. But making sure that all of the mint is below the water line, and it will last much longer than it usually does in a plastic bag. And here it is, various ways of storing multiple fresh herbs. This is Lisa Caldwell with Whole Foods Market in Wellesley with another quick tip in the kitchen. And remember, food's an opinion and yours matters.